Along with Disability Rights Washington, we are honoring Joelle Burner. Very dear friend of mine, person with a disability, who has worked with DRW along with other self-advocates on their response to the action period, sexual assault and domestic violence issues, improving and funding personal assistance services, as well as many other issues. Joelle has been a presenter at Disability Rights Washington-sponsored trainings and a speaker at independent living rallies, co-sponsored by Project Passport for Change, a self-advocacy group for whom DRW provides logistical support. For their outstanding support of self-advocacy, we present Disability Rights Washington and Joelle Burner with the Task Advocacy Award. Congratulations.
Thank all of you. It is quite an honor to receive this award from TASK because TASK understands the importance of self-advocacy. What you all do every day, what we do every day is fight oppression. It's just that simple. We fight oppressors. And the thing about oppression is, plain and simple, it's the misuse of power. We've got power imbalances here. We've got people held hostage to budget cuts and contingencies that say we need to be saving money on the backs of people with disabilities. And we have power imbalances when you walk into the institutions, and the people who work there get to go home every day, so they don't really care what happens on the night shift. We've got power imbalances in schools, as we heard about earlier this week. But the way we get around those power imbalances is to not just shine a light, but bring a megaphone to the conversation, and we amplify the voices of the people we're working with. And that's ultimately what we take to heart and try and implement every day, because the second you start to lose that humility, the second you start to not listen to the people you're working for, you become one of those oppressors. You become one of those people who got into the DD department because they wanted to help people, but now they're a case manager who all they do every day when they go to work is tell people no. So we listen and we try and find out ways to say yes. And I'd like to introduce Andrea Cadlick, our Director of Community Relations, who is at the heart of trying to connect the advocates and attorneys we have in our office to the outside world and figure out how can we make those connections so that we are amplifying the voice of the people we work with every day. So thank you again.
Good morning. Ashley is a young woman now. Her experience embodies so many facets of our disability civil rights movement. This young woman has demonstrated to me the most powerful lessons of what it means to become a woman and a mother, and specifically the responsibility inherent in parenting daughters who experience disability. Ashley has afforded me the opportunity to meet women who conveyed poignant experiences in which they were dissuaded from pregnancy for fear of having children who would be like them. Some of these women lost their children on the basis of disability, and some articulately conveyed the anguish of being prescribed a mental age that invalidated their understanding of adolescence and adulthood. I have not had any of these experiences, and I don't believe any woman should. I have lost sleep wondering what distinguishes me from the parents of Ashley. I have deduced it comes down to one thing: the authentic relationships I have with adults with disabilities, and the profound influence these relationships have had on my life. If Ashley's parents had been afforded these same experiences, I do not believe the Ashley treatment could ever have happened. We have deliberated painstakingly throughout this project of the best way to educate medical communities, bioethicists, and parents to preclude something like this from ever happening again. I believe very strongly that ultimately our responsibility lies with raising the voice of of individuals who experience disability in the most innovative and powerful ways we can orchestrate, so that what happens to Ashley never happens again. I believe these individuals hold the power to turn the tide in our disability civil rights movement. I am grateful every day for the PNA network. I'm honored to work with the people I work with, and I'm profoundly thankful for your acknowledgement of this work.